This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for under $30,000. You heard right, that's 5,000 square feet under $30,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100 foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait.
Call 800-605-5370. 800-605-5370. Call 800-605-5370.
Are you struggling with addiction or alcohol problems? If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
Call the Addiction Hope and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares. Call 800-547-6533. 800-547-6533.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction Hope and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares. Call 800-547-6533. 800-547-6533. 800-547-6533.
Hi, I'm Joan London. If you're worried about your parent or loved one living alone, like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service.
Finding an apartment that was on the courtyard with the view of the trees, the view of the ducks, the stream, the creek, all of that, that was what I needed.
You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information. Here's the number.
To speak with a local senior living advisor, call A Place for Mom at 800-451-2976. That's 800-451-2976.
A Place for Mom is a free service, and you can trust them to help you. So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, there's a place for answers, A Place for Mom.
To speak with a local senior living advisor, call A Place for Mom at 800-451-2976. That's 800-451-2976.
BizTalkRadio.com.
Espanol, and I say no mas. That's right. No more of this crapola. This political stuff is driving me crazy. But I will talk about the impact of the election at some point on health care, because the Republicans now have come out with, we're going to replace Obamacare and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And we'll see what impact that could have on long-term care, because that's something that I have a keen interest in for you. For example, I've been talking about the IRI study, and things are getting worse. In 2011, 23% of baby boomers felt they would have enough money to address their long-term care costs. But today, only 16% feel they're going to have enough money. Both numbers are dismal, but that's a 25% decline in just 5 years. So the situation is getting worse and worse, because I think more and more boomers are realizing they're just not prepared for health care costs post-retirement or long-term care costs. Gene Pastula is one of the preeminent experts in this field here to talk to us about it. Gene, it is getting worse on a year-by-year, day-by-day basis. I think it's because guys like us are tooting the horn a lot and bringing it to the attention of boomers. It's something I didn't think about, to be honest with you, until I was in my 50s.
Yeah, I subscribe to a clipping service, you know, that finds certain subjects and brings them to my attention. And daily, there's at least a handful of specific articles in newspapers around the country on the problem, and some of them do a very good job of explaining what the situation is. And so I don't know that anybody is doing anything about it any more than they used to.
Well, I don't think there's going to be an Obama, even if Obamacare is replaced, which it's not likely that that's going to happen anytime soon because it's a huge political football. But there's nothing in Obamacare right now that satisfies this need for long-term care, correct?
There's no way of, in fact, well, they originally had a provision in Obamacare when it was first presented and voted on. When it came out as a law, there was a provision in there, modest.
Yeah, until they scored it and figured out how much it was going to cost.
Until the actuaries tried to get it to do it. That was the first. I think that was the first. The first law that Obama broke in Obamacare by universally just saying, okay, we're not going to do that, without having to go through the process. But yeah, it's extremely difficult for the government to do that in a way that it will make any sense. It's going to have to be done by individuals.
Nursing home costs today are up. If you want a private room, which I definitely want a private room, it's $100 grand. It's like $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
Now, some people are in nursing homes for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. That's $500,000.
Yeah, it's all over the board, and of course it depends on what area of the country you're in and the level of care that you're getting. But it can range anywhere from in the $40,000, $50,000 a year range upwards of $200,000, $250,000. $200,000 a year, depending on how you're being cared for and in what region of the country. So, what it really boils down to is that in the process of doing your retirement planning and setting up your portfolio to generate income, hopefully that will last as long as you do, that there should be some provision made so that when this occurs, and the need for this kind of care occurs, your assets will grow suddenly to a place where they will at least contribute to covering the expenses of long-term care, if not solving them altogether, depending on your circumstances. And that's really the way that I think it's coming to, and certainly that's what we have been recommending for 20 years already, is that because people look at long-term care insurance, which really does a great job, except that it costs a lot of money, and obviously if you never need it, you don't get any benefit from it, like most insurances. But we designed the linked benefit products that utilize a life insurance policy that pays its death benefit while you're alive if you need it for long-term care.
So you get the money either way.
Yeah. So whatever you choose to fund these contracts to provide you with long-term care benefits, you know that either yourself in the form of long-term care benefits if you need them, or your heirs in the form of a lump sum death benefit, all tax-free incidentally on both sides, will be significantly more, and there'll be a return on it, and it will be equivalent to or comparable to the investments you make in the rest of your portfolio. So it can be done, and the last article I read was just yesterday that